Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Cancer December 2022 New Year Miracle Reading. This is I Am Illuminated Tarot, a place for you to better connect with and illuminate your own personal spiritual importance. So all the readings on this channel and all the content are meant to help you really unlock and illuminate the parts about yourself that are unique and that point the way towards the why. Why are you here? Why are you important? And this reading specifically is going to be taking a look, Cancer, at a miracle that wants to come in for you to help usher in abundance in 2023. Now, the first card I'm pulling is going to be what I like to call the spiritual compass point. This is where Spirit would like you to kind of take your spiritual internal gaze and keep an eye over here, because this is the doorway where the miracle wants to come in for you. So let's go ahead and see what we get here. I hope all of you have been enjoying a nice December. I know here in the States where I live, we are moving very quickly into the holiday season. Okay, so we have Higher Power. Beautiful card with the number 4 coming in. The number 4 can be an angelic number, but it's the number of building a firm foundation through hard work, which I really like here with the Higher Power, because there's this feeling coming in. I love here, and I know it's kind of hard to see. It's like almost like an angelic being, and there is like a keyhole in her forehead where light is shining through. So there's a feeling here for me, just intuitively of seeing this card, that the power, the point of kind of that spiritual compass point of where to aim your internal eyesight towards to look for that doorway to the miracle that wants to come in, is through the mind and through your direct connection to Spirit. There's almost going to be like that kind of key that comes in that unlocks something about yourself that might just kind of come in out of the blue. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to read first the little excerpt that comes with the book, or in the book with this oracle deck, and then we'll go ahead and pull additional cards to get deeper into the message. And I don't know why I can't hit on this one. There we go. 4. Higher Power. It says essential meanings: conscious contact with a higher power, the presence of the divine, seeing source energy in all things, committing to a partnership with Spirit. And it says the oracle's message. This card reminds you that you are more than a person trying to get ahead and make things happen for yourself and others. You have an immortal soul and are gifted with a human life through which a higher power can express itself. At this time, you need to be conscious of your connection to Spirit and foster it through prayer and meditation. Ask, what is the highest good for all? How can I serve? Then get out of your own way and trust that there is a plan for your life more wondrous than you can ever know. You are always protected and divinely directed. And I'm also going to read the prosperity message, because that's what we're looking at, where this level of abundance, the doorway to abundance in 2023 wants to open for you. It says, sometimes your work just flows through you. Ideas come rushing in and inspiration bubbles up from a wellspring you didn't even know you could access. When you enter agreements, begin projects, and negotiate deals with Spirit as your partner, you will always succeed. Let your higher power lead. The synchronicities and intuitive nudges you feel will help you see which way you are being pointed, giving you confidence to move forward in the right direction. Don't forget to give credit where it is due. You wouldn't be a success without Spirit's guidance. Humility will serve you well when this symbol appears. So there's a big emphasis on trusting your relationship to Spirit. That this is going to be kind of the doorway into, I think, a 2023, a year that's going to be filled with a level of co-creating with Spirit from a place of deep confidence, of deep faith. I'm hearing, I believe. And when we think about, if for those of you who are aware of numerology, the numerology for the year 2023 is the number 7, which is the number of, like, there's a feeling of confidence in self, confidence in co-creating with Spirit from that place of confidence in who you are. And I think this lines up beautifully with that. The number 4 and the number 7 together line up to create the master number 11, which is the doorway to what can be the highest level of potential for what can be for what is in your current reality when we co-create with spirit. So there's a feeling here of kind of just allowing yourself to put yourself in almost like in a suspended state of readiness, of bringing in that mantra of how can I serve? Where can I be in my highest potential? I'm ready. And it's almost like putting yourself in this place of being ready to be called up, and then it's going to just kind of come in and trusting your intuition, which Cancer, you are a sign ruled by your intuition, which is beautiful. So this is really, I think, kind of just almost like jumpstarting your reconnection to your superpower, to that level of intuition that connects you directly to source spirit. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pull another card here where we're going to take a look at the energy around you and get a little additional message. I'll pull additional clarifiers as well. Okay, so we have the Sun, which is number 1. I love that. And we have Magician in the Mirror, number 53, breaking out to number 8. Now, this is a crazy coincidence because both Taurus and Gemini, the 2 signs before you, also got Magician in the Mirror, but with another card. So this is, I think we're all kind of, as we move into 2023, we are finding our own magic. We are reconnecting to that. The Sun itself is another beautiful card. This is truly illumination. This mirrors the Sun card in the traditional tarot. But what I love with this image is it's a woman sitting in what looks to be like a cup overflowing with this beautiful little pond. It reminds me also of the Ace of Cups, which is that beautiful potential to reconnect on an emotional level with your hopes, your dreams, your needs. And you can see here there's all kinds of things set around this. There's a baby hanging from here. There's a like kind of floating magical fish. There's a book. There's an instrument. And there's something here around getting back to that wellspring of creativity for yourself, getting back to that beautiful place of with the one, that kind of the eye, the going back to that first step in the next cycle, but reconnecting to your I, to who are you, your why, what are those hopes, dreams, needs, what is it in this image that stands out to you? Is it writing the book? Is it getting more connected to music and your creativity? Is it looking more to support your family? But there's something here that's going to come through. There's an illumination of I think, the I, and through the I, your why. And that's where the Magician in the Mirror is going to come in. Now, this card speaks directly to, with the number 8 coming in here, that it's personal empowerment, it's empowered leadership, but it's also physical abundance. And you can see here, he has, kind of the cooling effect of water, and he's balancing that with the hot of the passion, the action. And this reminds me very much of the Temperance card in the tarot, which is taking those two things, taking your emotions and the actions and the passion you choose to put out into the world and blending those together so that you don't take action just from a place of doing action without reconnecting to my why through my emotions. But I'm also not just feeling things and then not taking action from them. So it's bringing those two together and aligning them so that when you take empowered action, it's empowered through the connection to your why, through your emotional, why am I choosing to do this? How does it support my needs? How does it support me emotionally? And again, there's going to be this beautiful kind of key, I think, that opens up to something here that you've really been waiting for, that's going to really play again on your internal magic, the magic that's waiting, that's kind of needed right now to come out. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pull some additional clarifiers here. So we're going to go a little deeper into seeing if a more specific message wants to come in. So let's see, what does, oh yeah, level of abundance. 9 of Pentacles. And the 7 of Swords. Some of you are running from almost trying to avoid, I think, leaning into the enjoyment of what you've created for yourself thus far, which is very interesting. So the 7 of Swords is one of avoidance. The Nine of Pentacles is where we've gotten to that beautiful place of independence where we have accumulated quite a bit for ourselves. And you can see it's about enjoying it. This woman is feeling very good in her beautiful garden. She has her falcon here, but she's surrounded by abundance. And there's this beautiful feeling of just, again, being able to kind of stop, smell the roses, see how far you've come, and to enjoy the wealth that you have created for yourself thus far. But there's an avoidance here. And I think for some of you, there's this realization of maybe leaning into that a little bit, like looking at where is the fear? Yes, there it is, Knight of Cups. You're being asked to become the hopeful romantic. I don't like to say the hopeless romantic. This is the hopeful romantic. The Knight of Cups is going out there with your cup in optimistic, hopeful anticipation of who you're going to meet and who you're going to get to share your cup with. So there's something here about discovering what's in your cup and getting ready to go out there with that optimistic sense of, I'm going on the next grand adventure to meet others who are going to share in this next adventure. I do like too that this is a card that actually brings in the Piscean energy, but it's also a card with the wings on his helmet that brings in the mercurial energy through the Mercury himself, the winged god. So there is an element here of also communication, of kind of going out and communicating from this place of being the hopeful romantic, seeing life through kind of those rose-colored glasses. And I think for some of you, there's this feeling of really needing to adopt that as you move into the start of the year, because this is where you're being asked to really lean into this. You're being asked to stop avoiding enjoying the abundance you've created for yourself, but then also to go out with whatever's being illuminated in your cup. There's going to be that hope, that dream with a higher power coming in that's going to be illuminated for you that you really want to share, that you want to dive in, that you want to bring with you. And I think communicate as well. And it's going to, you'll know what that is because you'll feel it, because you'll really feel that emotional connection to this is me. This is what's in my pond. But I can't just sit here with it by itself. I have to then go on and take action from that place. And I think there'll be an opportunity that wants to come in. So that's why this is getting you prepared for that opportunity. And a lot of times sometimes we miss the miracle that wants to come in or the opportunity because we're looking someplace else, because maybe we're doing too much of this avoidance. We're not wanting to stop in that moment and reconnect with ourselves and reconnect with our magic and enjoy the abundance we have. We're not ready to go. We're not looking for the next adventure. We're just kind of stuck. And so this is really saying, keep your eye open and keep that connection between you and spirit fully open, that every day you are either meditating or you're taking that moment to just stop and reconnect to your breath, reconnect to your heart space, and again, reconnect to what that dream is you want to pull in for yourself. Okay, I'm going to pull another card here. We're going to see what else wants to come in for you. What else does Cancer need to know about the miracle that wants to come in, the doorway that's opening into 2023 for them? Doorway to abundance and bringing them into their highest potential, allowing that to be expressed. Yeah, there's something here I keep hearing, lean into abundance, lean into your abundance, maybe even use your abundance to go on this next adventure. But you're being asked to do so from a place, again, of hopeful optimism. Okay, we have two cards that came out, and I love this. It says, surrender to effortlessness. It says, stop pushing so hard. The art of living means going with the flow instead of trying to force the river. And then it says, surrender stress. So they're kind of very similar here. It says, take a few deep breaths and exhale the tension you built up in your body. Let the stress go as you come back to your center. So this is a beautiful message to just say, again, to get into that place of a kind of a suspended waiting with full faith and trust that there is a flow. The key is opening. The ideas will come, the opportunities will come, the people you want to meet will come into your experience. But you really, I think, have to lean into being grateful for what you have, enjoying that abundance, and then going out to see how you can really work with something that you emotionally connect to. So, and knowing that the opportunity to take that out and grow it is going, and sharing it with others is going to be here. It will present itself. So it's not about stressing out as to where it's going to be. It's saying it's coming in, and the flow is in your favor with the surrender to effortlessness. It's just about allowing it to come in. Sometimes we try to kind of overly, I think, kind of force the issue. You know, we want to make something happen, and we end up kind of overthinking it instead of just saying, you know, I'm going to just focus on myself and focus on enjoying what I have right now. And I know that when I'm focusing on myself, what will come in is this. And I love that this is what comes in. It's the Three of Pentacles. This is a card of finding others to build something with you. This is the realization that you have achieved something thus far, and something that will be of value to a team, a partnership, or another endeavor that's going to be working with others. So this is saying, instead of just kind of stressing over trying to make it all happen yourself, this is saying, let the team come in. As you, this would be, for instance, the Knight of Cups energy of saying, okay, I have a certain level of physical abundance. I'm going to start enjoying it. Maybe you haven't allowed yourself to book that vacation, or you haven't allowed yourself to, you know, even research putting the down payment on a house, or you haven't allowed yourself to fill in the blank, whatever you can do with the amount of abundance that you have now. And this is saying, if you kind of take a look at the abundance you have and where you can start to do something again that brings you closer to connecting to something in this cup. Like, again, maybe you do want to book that grand adventure, and it's saying, well, then how can you start to make that happen? Who can you start to share that dream with? I want to go on my grand tour of Italy for 4 weeks. And you start to share that with others. You start to really connect that. You start to kind of think about it and meditate and just say, you know, I'm going to trust that somehow this yearning for me to travel to a new place, the why behind it is because I really want to experience a new culture. I want to kind of this year spread my wings in seeing and experiencing things maybe I haven't yet. And so I'm going to just in faith know that the opportunity will come in, the doorway will come in for me to be able to do that. But I'm going to allow myself to just kind of sit with that. And there will be others that come in that will help aid that, or that you can, maybe this could even be reconnecting to a talent even. That maybe you have the time to reconnect to something within yourself. Maybe your abundance is not maybe physical, say money. It could be the abundance is your time, is where you live, is who you're able to connect with. And then that's what's going to bring in, again, something that perhaps you want to build or have been waiting to build, but it's going to come in naturally. So this is a beautiful, really nice read for you. I'm going to pull just one more kind of, I'm going to pull an animal oracle card just to get a final overarching message here. But I really feel for you guys. This is going to be a beautiful year, 2023. A year, again, where you're really going to just, it's almost like synchronicities are going to come in. But the more that you can stay in that hopeful, optimistic, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go when you say go, when the opportunity presents itself, it's going to happen. So stay in that state of the beautiful suspended belief. Okay, we have, well, that's way too many. That's like 6 cards. Let's see if we can get something that's a little bit more specific. Look, this one card came out again, so that was obviously the card that needed to come out. Eagle Spirit. I like how it says Spirit has your back. Number 23, breaking down to a number 5. 5 is the number of change. But I like that it says Spirit has your back. So I think for many of you, this is going to be a time of change, because something is coming in that's going to ask you to build something with another, that's going to change with others. It's going to change again. When I think about the one, this is like the start of a new beginning. This is the start of going out on that new adventure in the pursuit of a new dream, or in the reconnection to an old one. And this is saying to kind of go with the flow, because Spirit is asking you right here, a higher power is saying, no, I've got your back. I'm on your side. Just listen. Just listen and kind of open that third eye. And Cancer, you can do that again more easily than I think any other sign. So if you can just kind of lean into being grateful for what you have, but know that it's going to lead to more and that you don't have to push, that there'll be others to come in for you and an opportunity which presents itself, just allow yourself to lean into the belief, into the faith. All right. I hope you all have a wonderful new year. If you would like to book your own reading for the new year to kind of get maybe a more specific, detailed message for yourself, you can click on the link in the description box below to visit my website. Otherwise, I will see you all in January for your next Illumination reading. Bye, everyone.